Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Coastal Connections. I'm your host, Ashley Smith, and you already know what time of year it is. We're going to talk about holiday festivities, and we're starting with a very special one happening right here in Hampton Roads, the USO Holiday Concert Series, and two lovely ladies here to talk more about that. We have Paula Moran, the president and CEO of USO Hampton Roads in Central Virginia. We also have Letha Holland Deal. You are the lead talent of the Guava Jam Band. We're going to get to your awesomeness here in just a moment. But I do want to start with you, Paula. Let's talk about the USO itself. Some people are familiar with aspects of it, but don't really get how much you guys really do on a regular basis. So tell us about the USO, the mission, and your services.
Well, the mission, Ashley, is to keep service members connected to family, home, and country throughout their service to the nation. It's a pretty broad mission. It's not about the entertainment anymore. It's about service members and their families. We have all kinds of activities throughout the course of the year to keep them feeling worthy and respected and appreciated. And of course, there are our centers throughout the region in our installations as well as in our airports.
You guys have great military transition services too, like you know, when people are leaving and trying to assimilate back into a normal community. I mean, talk about that.
We're the only military service provider that serves every service member from every branch throughout their service and now as they transition, and helping them to make that transition from active duty to productive citizen.
It's so fantastic, especially considering the family members that are impacted by you guys' services. We really appreciate the work you do here. And this concert series is going to be for the whole family, you know, and it's not just for the military, but anybody can come out to this. So Letha, tell me, what can people expect for this concert series?
First of all, we're excited to bring Home for the Holidays back to Virginia Beach, Virginia, and thanks to the City of Virginia Beach for letting us hold this at the Virginia Beach Convention Center. We were really looking for a location, and so when people come, they can expect a big band on stage, beautiful girls, beautiful gowns, lots of interaction on stage. Santa's going to show up.
Nice.
But just great arrangements by Michael Oberdorfer.
Okay.
And Megan Shanley will be coming in town from Atlanta, actually.
Oh,
Jason Kipros is with us. We just have some amazing and gifted talent. You're right here in Hampton Roads that we're so glad that we can use.
It's so exciting too. You know, this time of the year you kind of associate with music and family-oriented environment. And so like the concert series is just going to be just a great example of that here in Hampton Roads. And this is not the first time you guys have had this concert series.
No, this is the third year for the USO, but it's the fourth year for Guava Jam to put on Home for the Holidays. So we're really excited about it, and we're glad that it is free.
That's right.
And it's open to anybody and everybody who loves Christmas and Christmas music. So we want them to come on out to and the date. I need to give you the date.
Absolutely.
The date is Saturday, December 2nd at 8 p.m.
Okay.
and Sunday, December 3rd at 4 p.m. So you can choose that night on Saturday night or a 4 o'clock matinee on Sunday.
Now, is there going to be kind of a bit of a difference between the evening show versus the afternoon show?
No, it's going to be the same. It'll be the same show.
Okay, good deal. And how are these programs and services funded? I mean, something like the Holiday Concert Series, you got all this great talent that's going to be there. How do you all manage to put these things on for the community?
All local funding. We are a locally based organization, and every penny that we raise comes from our local community. We receive no government funding or funding from any other source other than the local men and women and companies that really want to make a difference to service members and their families.
It's fantastic. Now, ladies, I know that people are going to want to get in contact with you all. I know you have your website, hrcv.uso.org. Great resource there, but Facebook. Also a big one. How can people
go to homefortheholidays.com, and that'll take you onto Facebook, and we're there, and it tells you everything about our show that you need to know.
What's the best place for people to donate, say if they want to, you know, get involved perhaps, or whatever the case may be? Would you send them to Facebook or the website specifically?
I would say the website, and Giving Tuesday is coming up, and we're doing a big push for individual donors to support your local men and women that wear the cloth of our nation. So click on donate now and donate to the USO.
It's perfect.
If they would like to donate at the show, they can do that as well.
Oh, very nice. So there will be,
but again, it is free. I just want to make sure everyone knows it's free.
It is free. So the money you bring is for donation.
Yeah,
okay? You don't have to buy a ticket.
No, absolutely.
Good deal. Ladies, thank you so much, Paula and Letha. We appreciate you.
Thanks,
it's going to be another wonderful event right here in Hampton Roads.
Thank you.
And all of this on 13newsnow.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Coastal Connections. If you're just joining us, this is really the holiday feeling edition of Coastal Connections. A lot of great festivities, activities happening now through December and into next year. So we want to get to one that's really special to 13 News Now during the holiday season. We have been a proud sponsor of the Angel Tree program for over 30 years right here at 13 News Now. We want to talk about what that's going to mean for the community and how you can be a part of the Angel Tree program. And we have one of the best in the biz to talk about it, Captain Bill McKinley. It's great to see you, Salvation Army Hampton Roads Command. For those that aren't familiar with the Angel Tree program, you may have seen it in the store or at a business and you don't know exactly what it's all about. Tell folks what the Angel Tree is.
The Angel Tree is kids from 0 to 12 years old that our parents come in and sign them up for us to be able to provide gifts, clothing in this area to them during this time of the year to make sure that they have something under the tree when Christmas rolls around.
It's so important, and I don't think that people realize how many families right here in Hampton Roads can benefit from the Angel Tree. And perhaps there's a family that's watching right now and would like to maybe benefit next year. What's the best way to go about doing that? We
always do sign-ups during October, and so the information's always out there. We try to get out early enough so that people have an opportunity to sign up and have that chance.
Awesome. Now, the Angel Tree, you go to the tree, you pick out the tag. These trees are located in so many places across Hampton Roads. So what's the easiest way to find the location closest to you?
The easiest way is either to go to our website or actually go to 13 News Now, their website as well. And it's interesting you say that you guys have been partnered with the Angel Tree for 30 years. You know, the Angel Tree has been going on for a little over 35 years, maybe a little longer. So you guys have pretty much been there from the beginning, in essence. So of all the tens and thousands and you know, of children that have been helped over the years through the Angel Tree, this year we're hoping to help over 10,000 kids just in Hampton Roads.
In Hampton Roads alone. Now, you guys have identified too, I want to start with the items that are kind of in low supply every year. People tend to pick out a lot of clothes or that sort of thing, but what items would you ask people to maybe focus on this year that you haven't seen in recent years?
For us, it's clothing. And the age group that we see a struggle with is boys 6 to 10, where they're not always often picked off the trees as those children. So focusing on buying clothes, because we partner with the Toys for Tots, and so our role in the Angel Tree is to provide clothing to those children. And so and all the clothing that is given for a child goes to that child. And so it makes sure that when you're pulling an angel off the tree, it goes specifically to that child.
Do you encourage people to buy shoes as well, or is it mainly focused on clothing?
Shoes tend to be forgotten. You know, that's part of the clothing as well. And so we encourage folks to, if they can, to buy a whole outfit and buy shoes as well, so that kids can have those items with the Angel Tree.
Absolutely. Full outfit there. Shoes, clothes, everything. Absolutely. Well, let's talk about something else that is associated with the Salvation Army that people probably see and would like more information about. The red kettles. We look forward to every year. So, interestingly enough, children can volunteer with Red Kettle Volunteers. But what are the stipulations behind that?
Well, if they're minors, they have to partner with their parents or another group, civic organizations. Any of those type of folks can allow minors to come along and ring at the Red Kettle. And it's a great way for them to learn how to give back and see folks giving to the Red Kettles. And so they're already out in front of various stores and will continue to move out in full force as we move through the season. And so we're hoping to raise at least $600,000 this year in the Red Kettles.
That's so fantastic. And it's great because for kids who maybe don't have money to buy something for someone else, this is a great way to get them started in that volunteerism mindset.
Absolutely. And seeing the kids be able to, you know, ask mom and dad, you know, they'll ring the bell once or twice walking up to the kettle, and mom and dad will end up pulling into their pockets or their wallets and giving out $1 or change, and that goes a long way, because all that money that is raised through the Red Kettles stays here locally, and it helps not just at Christmas time, but what we do throughout the rest of the year.
That's so awesome. Captain Bill McKinley, great to see you again. And the Angel Tree campaign is just something we look forward to here at 13 News Now every single year. So
we appreciate the partnership. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And again, go to 13newsnow.com. You can find the Angel Tree closest to you. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Coastal Connections. You know, this is the time of the year where your kids are going to have a lot of time off because of the holidays. And during that time, they can get a little bored. They can maybe focus on the wrong thing. We want to make sure that their minds stay active. And a great place to do that during the holiday season and really throughout the school year is at the YMCA. You may not know that the Y is more than just a gym. So I want to talk to some ladies here that are going to tell us about the YMCA Academic Achievers Program. We have Melissa Scraba and Becky DeFabo. Thank you, ladies, for being here.
Thank you.
Wonderful program that just started, at least for this school year. So, Becky, tell us about the YMCA Academic Achievers Program.
Yeah, so the Academic Achievers Program is for Chesapeake school-age after-school kids that are in the YMCA program. We have 14 schools in Chesapeake. Children that are behind in reading and math have the opportunity for free tutoring up to 2 hours a week in a small group setting.
Okay.
We hire teachers who are certified to come in and help bring those children up to their levels that they need to be at.
It's awesome.
Yes.
And I want to talk about the fact that this is a free program for the kids.
Yes.
Any child that is having a tough time in reading and or math can come and be tutored. Melissa, talk about the economic disadvantage that are right here in Hampton Roads. A lot of kids and families that are struggling with the performance level for their kids. Is that a high number here in Hampton Roads? Is there a big need for these types of programs?
Yes, there is. There's a big need for these types of programs. We currently serve in the Title I schools. Okay. The Title I schools are 50% or more of the population is on free or reduced lunch. Okay. And those B.M. Williams is a good example of a Title I school in the Chesapeake area. So the kids that we're currently serving there are behind in the reading and math. And when we initially started this program, we did start at the Title I schools.
Okay, okay. But it's not just for children at Title I school.
No, ma'am, it's for everybody.
Well, let's talk about what the guidelines are for selecting children for this program. I'm assuming that maybe outside of Title I schools, maybe you don't attend, or your child doesn't attend Title I school, but there might be some other things that you're looking for. What are the guidelines for selecting a child?
So any child that's in our after-school program has the opportunity to apply. Okay. The parent just has to fill out an application, and then there's a form that they give to the teacher. Okay. And really it's getting the teacher's input. So if the teacher says they're behind in reading or math, and or their report card shows they have a C or below, then they are accepted into the program.
Okay, okay, so very straightforward. Yes. It just, and if there's any information that you would like to make sure that you check out before you apply, there's some information right there on your screens, phone number to call, and the website as well. Now I want to get to back to the children here, because sometimes you kind of realize halfway through the school year, like maybe my child could have benefited from this. I know this program it started earlier this month, it runs through May, but how long do you have to sign up for the program? Can I sign my child up in April?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so anytime through the school year.
Throughout the school year.
Yep.
And what's really great about it is the children are tutored in small group settings, so it's helpful, and facts have been proven. One-on-one is great, but in small group settings with your peers, it seems to be more successful, and it's working for us.
That's fantastic. And I'm sure there are people that are watching that may want to contribute in some way. Maybe they don't have children, but they just want to help out. We were talking during the commercial break about the opportunity to become a tutor. Kind of on the other side of this, what are the specifications you're looking for that?
We ask that they have a teaching license, so they're certified to teach in the state, but we also will take people that don't necessarily have the license but have at least 60 credits that are in the education field. We do have some tutors that are retired teachers, but the majority of our tutors currently right now are Chesapeake school teachers, and then they are hired by the Y and work those 2 to 4 hours after school.
Fantastic. Now, I know you have a phone number and website listed here. Are there opportunities to find you all on social media as well, or mainly just the website and phone number?
Yeah, so we do have a Facebook page, Greenbrier North, but you unfortunately can't donate to that page.
Okay.
So if you go on the website, or you can give us a call at the 366-9622. Becky or I or anybody at the front desk will be able to help take the donation over the phone.
That's perfect. Okay, so the focus here is going to be going to the website mainly for donations and that sort of thing, but the social media pages can at least give you more information about the program.
Yes, that's correct.
Perfect. Awesome. Ladies, thank you. Melissa, Becky, it's been great to have you, and thank you for doing this for the kids in Hampton Roads that really need it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, this information again on 13newsnow.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Coastal Connections. We are definitely in the holiday season, and one thing that you might not associate with the holiday season is the lack of blood donations. But think about it, the weather can be bad, people are just busy, or there are seasonal illnesses like the flu, and so blood donations actually go down. But there is a blood drive here in Hampton Roads that's actually going to try to work against that, against the lack of blood donations here in the area. So here to talk about it is Bernadette J. from the American Red Cross. Wonderful to see you again.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Absolutely. You know, 13 News Now has partnered up with you all so many times in the past, and the Jingle Bell Blood Drive is so important, especially for this time of the year. So talk about the need for a blood drive in November and December.
Yeah, so when we look at the holiday times, everybody's getting busy. You're starting to make plans, you're going out, you're shopping, you're keeping up with the family traditions, and you may not have time to go and donate blood, but the need is still there. The need to donate blood is still there, and there are patients who are counting on us, and certainly we're counting on volunteer donors to come in, to roll up their sleeves. So we're so grateful for this opportunity to partner with 13 News Now, to have the Jingle Bell Blood Drives. It's kind of a reminder. So many people think about giving back, and this is one way to do that. You know, you go in, you donate blood, and you're able to help someone and save up to 3 lives when you're doing that.
Save up to 3 lives.
Yeah.
That is fantastic, and a great gift for the holiday season as well.
That's right. You can help someone spend extra time with their family.
That's right. Absolutely. Are you looking for certain types of blood? Do certain types kind of go down during the holiday season, or anybody can really come out and help?
Well, certainly we want the blood that we collect to reflect the patient population that we serve.
Okay.
But of course, in an emergency situation, when hospital staff, they have no idea what your blood type is.
Sure.
O negative is the universal blood type. And so many of our donors who are O negative, they come in frequently because they understand that they are the universal blood type. So certainly if you have O negative blood, we encourage you to come in to donate. But if you don't know your blood type, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to come in and learn. Learn what your blood type is. So we really welcome all eligible donors, absolutely, to come in.
Well, let's talk about that eligible, because I know that, you know, when you come in and you want to donate, there is a process you have to go through beforehand just to make sure that you are well enough to be able to donate to someone else. So is there anything people should kind of keep in the back of their minds that would be a problem for them to donate before they even get there?
Yeah, so if you have questions about your eligibility, you can go to our website, redcrossblood.org. Okay. But of course, if you're feeling good, then yeah, come on in. But if you're feeling a little sick, you know, certainly we encourage you to stay away. But ultimately, when you come in, you're going to register, you're going to speak with our health historian, they're going to give you a mini physical, and so then that way they can determine whether or not it's a good day, it's a good time for you to donate blood. Then there's the actual donation process, and then you enjoy some refreshments afterwards. So it takes about an hour and 15 minutes. You know, it just depends on each donor.
That's fantastic. So you can find out kind of the state of your physical health.
Yes.
You can find out your blood type if you don't know, and you get refreshments afterwards in the process of only an hour.
Right, about an hour and 15 minutes. And so, and it depends on each donor. You know, you talk about the eligibility and maybe people being a little afraid of needles if you're like me, and you have to kind of go, all right, hold on, let me get pumped up here. It may take you a little bit longer, but on average, it's about an hour and 15 minutes.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad.
And on the other side of it, you know, I know that donations are a huge thing, but let's talk really quickly about volunteers. You all are always looking for people to volunteer for the Red Cross.
We are. 90% of our workforce, they are volunteers, and we really do depend on our volunteers. I started out volunteering. Every day in the office we have volunteers. You're looking at right now one of our transportation drivers. These are the folks that take the blood from our labs to the hospital. So we have volunteers like this gentleman here on call 24/7. They, you know, the hospitals may have a situation where they need blood.
Right.
So we need donors to transport blood from our labs to the hospital. We also have, with disaster services, disaster cycle services, we have volunteers who go out around the clock again whenever there's a home fire, to go out, provide comfort and immediate needs for families who have been impacted by disasters and home fires. So, and of course we have volunteers who deploy to specific areas to help as well. So there's always a need for volunteers with the Red Cross.
It's fantastic.
It is.
Bernadette, thank you so much. The Jingle Bell Blood Drive going on throughout December, or
it's December 19th through the 22nd, so right before Christmas.
Perfect.
As soon as the family comes in.
There you go. There you go. Give some blood, get some refreshments, hang out with the family.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And again, all this information on 13newsnow.com. We'll be right back. Well, thank you for sticking with us for Coastal Connections. You know, this show, we have given you plenty to do this month and next month for sure. But I want to kind of take you into 2018. There is a special lineup of activities and festivals and events that will be coming out not just this year, but again, going into next year. So the Virginia Arts Festival has announced its 22nd season, and we have a lovely lady here that's going to tell you about that season. We have Allie Folke, the Public Relations Manager for the Virginia Arts Festival. Very exciting, this 22nd season.
It's so exciting. And even like you said, December is going to be huge for us at the Virginia Arts Festival. We are presenting a genre for everybody, honestly, and December's no different. So we're really excited for our holiday events too.
So exciting. Well, let's talk about the holiday events first, so people can kind of plan for next month. What can they expect through December?
So we are so excited to have the Vienna Boys Choir. The Vienna Boys Choir is a traditional boys choir. They travel the world from all over the place. I mean, there are people in this performance from Italy, from France, from China, from Japan, and they're all between the ages of 10 to 14. So it's pretty impressive, and it's beautiful. They get on stage and it sort of gives you goosebumps, you know, and they'll be singing the traditional holiday music. If you've never seen them sing Silent Night, it's amazing. So that's December 20th and 21st. We're really excited.
20th and 21st. And our floor director, Greg Brower, says that he saw the Vienna Boys Choir in Vienna.
It's amazing.
We're all a little jealous of him right now.
We'll have one performance in Williamsburg on December 20th, and then the next one will be in Virginia Beach at the Sandler Center.
Awesome, awesome. Now, what are we seeing here?
So we are so excited to have announced our 22nd season. We'll have a major dance series, of course, starting off with Alvin Ailey, which you see here, March 2nd through the 4th at Chrysler Hall. We'll have Birmingham Royal Ballet, Romeo and Juliet. That is April 20th through 22nd, which is perfect date night, so romantic, beautiful score. If you've never seen ballet, this is the one to see. And then in the spring, we'll have Parsons Dance, a contemporary dance company at the Sandler Center. It's going to be a huge year for dance for us.
Absolutely. Now, how do you all select what companies you partner with for your seasons? What's the process for that?
It's all about the relationships. I mean, we've been around since 1997. Robert Cross, our executive director, has built these amazing, beautiful relationships with these people that he'll bring over year after year. And people are now knowing about the Virginia Arts Festival since we've been around for so long. They're excited to be here. And of course, you can't forget the Virginia International Tattoo, which comes every year. It's another one of our major signature events. That'll be April 26th through 29th. Super special this year, we're celebrating Medal of Honor recipients. Wow. So there'll actually be some living recipients here in attendance at each tattoo performance this year.
And I always like to tell people what exactly the Tattoo Festival is about, because you hear tattoo and you think something you put on your arm, but this is not what this festival is about.
No.
So tell people about that.
It's a way to celebrate and honor our military. So the term tattoo is a 17th century term that used to refer to, it was a signal for the troops to go back to their barracks. And over time, it develops into this shortened version tattoo. So it's our Virginia International Tattoo. The way that it's a way to show our patriotism and pride for our area, our military, leaves you feeling really inspired.
It's such a fantastic festival. There is so much going on that entire weekend, because you have the performances, but you also have so many like vendors, and it's just a huge, huge event, the Tattoo Festival.
Something for everyone, for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. And how long is the 22nd season? I know it starts.
So we kick off April 13th and 14th with a tribute to Leonard Bernstein, the amazing American composer. It's going to be beautiful. April 13th and 14th, and then we'll go until the end of May 20th.
Okay.
And then, of course, we'll come back in the end of June with our Williamsburg Funhouse Fest.
Got it, got it. And the best way for people to stay in contact, I mean, I know you have your website, but is social also a great place?
Oh, yes. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, we've got it all. And, of course, we've got our direct phone line, 282-2822. easy phone number to stay connected with us.
That's fantastic, actually.
Yes, lots of ways to keep up to date. We've got an email list, all that sort of thing. So.
That's fantastic. And, you know, I'm assuming that you are encouraging people at these performances to take pictures. I know sometimes it can get a little murky, depending on the company, but for the most part, it's okay.
Oh, yeah. Take a selfie. I mean, tell us you're there. We want to know that you're there and that you've had a great time.
Absolutely perfect. Thank you so much, Ali Folke. Thank you. Your Arts Festival. Going to be another great season. It's always great to be able to hear what you guys have in store.
And tickets make great gifts.
Yes, they do for the holiday season. There you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us for Coastal Connections. We hope you have a wonderful week.